Are your teen's grades slipping? This can be super frustrating as a parent, especially when you know your teen can do better. What is causing these academic problems and how should parents respond? Here's something that might surprise you. It's not usually about laziness or about rebellion. The real culprit is often what your teen secretly believes about themselves and about school. In this video, I'll show you how to spot these hidden beliefs and how to help your teen overcome them. No lectures needed. By the end, you'll have practical tools to boost your teen's confidence and motivation around learning. Let's get started. I've discovered something fascinating about struggling students. When teens are falling behind in school, we often look to external things, their cell phone use, their study habits, their friend group. But the real roadblock is usually what the teenagers believe about themselves and about learning. Listen closely to how your teen talks about school. You might hear comments like, I'm just not a math person, or when will I ever use this in real life, or I just can't focus like other kids can. These aren't just casual complaints. Psychology research shows that these types of beliefs can become a self fulfilling prophecy. When a teen believes that they can't do a certain subject or it's not their thing, then they're less likely to ask questions in class. They might give up more easily on homework, or they might just resist studying for that subject altogether. Because what's the point if it's not your thing? So, as parents, we need to be on the lookout for these types of limiting beliefs. And when we hear them, we need to take it really seriously. Okay, so now that we know what types of beliefs to look for, let's talk about a common parenting mistake that can actually make these beliefs even stronger. When our teens' grades start dropping, many parents instinctively turn to comparisons. Why can't you get grades like your sister? Your friend studies every night. Why can't you? Or even comparing them to their own past performance. You used to do so well at this. What changed? Here's what the research tells us about comparisons. They trigger what psychologists call fixed mindset thinking. Instead of motivating teens, comparisons often confirm their worst fear that they're somehow fundamentally less capable than other people are. Brain imaging studies have actually shown that social comparisons trigger the same circuits in our brain as physical pain does. No wonder our teens shut down when we compare them to other people. The most interesting part is studies show that even positive comparisons can backfire. Saying things like, "Oh, you're better than your brother at this, or you're one of the smartest kids in your class at this subject." These types of comments actually reinforce the idea that ability is fixed rather than growable. So, if comparisons just reinforce those limiting beliefs, then what can we do to actually change them? Psychology research has revealed something interesting about changing a teenager's beliefs. Simply telling your teen that they're capable, that they can do it, this doesn't actually change how they think about themselves. In fact, studies show that generic praise like "you're so smart" or "you're such a hard worker" can actually backfire. What does work is getting curious about your teenager's perspective. Try opening up a real conversation. I wonder what experiences have led you to believe that you can't do math, or how do you see yourself as a learner? Research shows that when teens feel truly heard, they're more open to considering a new perspective. It's not just about arguing or about convincing them, it's about understanding their story first. The science is really clear on this. Meaningful change starts with validation. When we acknowledge our teens' struggles without rushing in and trying to fix them, we create space for them to explore new ways of thinking about their own abilities. But what about when teens insist that school is pointless? Let's explore how we can handle this challenge. Research has uncovered something surprising about teen motivation. Abstract future benefits don't really compute for teenagers. Telling your kid that this will matter for college or you'll need this in your future career isn't helpful. Teens actually process far off rewards differently than the adult brain does. Your teenager can't connect with these kinds of far off abstract outcomes. Instead, studies show that helping teens find immediate personal meaning in their learning makes a huge difference. Instead of dismissing their perspective that this is pointless or school is dumb, try engaging them on that. Okay, well, what do you think is important to learn? Or what would you rather be learning about? This can open up interesting conversations about what your teen values. Then, once you do this, you can help them start to connect those values to what they're learning in school. Maybe they can see how that useless history essay is actually helping them build critical thinking skills. Or that group project that they hate in geography class is actually helping them build leadership skills that will allow them to build their YouTube channel one day. Now, let's talk about those magical moments when grades suddenly do matter to your teenager. Psychology research has uncovered an interesting phenomenon I refer to as motivational windows. These are discrete moments in time when something like grades suddenly feels really important to your teenager. Maybe they need to maintain a certain GPA to play sports or to get into a special program that their friends are doing. These windows of motivation are extremely valuable, but many parents accidentally waste them. Studies in goal setting psychology show that these pivotal moments can either build confidence or break it, depending on how we handle them. Instead of jumping in with advice or warnings, studies show that we should actually get curious about their goals. What made this start feeling important to you? Then, once we understand what's really driving their behavior, we can start to connect their daily choices to that desired outcome that they've expressed to us. The key finding from the research is that when our teens create their own action plan during these motivational windows, they're far more likely to follow through on it than if we create a plan for them. The science is clear. Better grades start with better beliefs. It's not about finding the perfect study strategy or the right consequence. It's about helping teens challenge their limiting beliefs about themselves and about school. This isn't a quick fix, but research shows it's the best path to lasting change. When we focus on understanding and shifting these core beliefs, we're not just helping our teen get better grades, we're helping them to build their confidence in their ability to learn and to grow. If this approach resonates with you, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And for more research-backed strategies on supporting your teen, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and listen to the Talking to Teens podcast. Until next time, keep being your teen's ally in learning and in life.